Hello everybody, welcome to Review a Day episode number 118 for Saturday, January the 17th, 2009. Hello everybody, welcome to Review a Day, the daily video blog where I review a movie 7 days a week. My name is Leland Brungar and thank you very much for joining me. My cheeks are kind of rosy, I just shaved, so they're still feeling pretty sensitive. I wish that my stubble looked really cool, like some guys have stubble and they look fucking cool with it. I just look like a douche who can't grow a beard. So I shaved finally. If you've headed over to nitpicket.com and have checked out the first episode of the Nit Picket Podcast, it's also available on iTunes. I'm going to keep whoring that baby till everyone checks it out. We talk about the film The Fall, which is directed by Tarsem. Beautiful, beautiful film. Me and my buddy Cliff talked about it on the podcast, and I talked about how much I loved it, so I actually picked up a copy of it on Blu-ray. If you have a Blu-ray player and you can get a copy of The Fall on Blu-ray, do it because it's absolutely gorgeous. The film will make your eyes want to melt. It's so beautiful. Lee Pace, the main guy in Pushing Daisies, in it. He's a fantastic actor. He was also in Miss Pettigrew Lives for Today. Great actor, great film. If you liked Pan's Labyrinth, I highly recommend going and seeking out The Fall because it's a pretty beautiful film. Alright, the film I'm going to review for you guys today is honestly one of my most anticipated films of 2008. I was beyond excited to see this movie, Tokyo Gore Police. This movie is directed by Yoshihiro Nishimura, and he is a special effects makeup guy. You might know, if you're kind of an Asian horror nerd like I am, he did the special effects for Suicide Club, which is a film I reviewed in this blog way back in the day. I didn't like that movie, but he also did the special effects and makeup for The Machine Girl, which is a really fun, great, over-the-top revenge flick, kind of Kill Bill-esque, as is Tokyo Gore Police. One of the screenwriters, Kengo Kaji, I'm butchering that I'm sure, helped write this really crazy horror film called Uzumaki. And the star of this movie is Eihi Shiina. I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly, but she is the main actress from Audition, one of my all-time favorite horror films, the Takashi Miike classic, Fucked Up, I love it. See Audition, it's a really wonderful film. Tokyo Gore Police is set in the future, and in Tokyo, the police force has been privatized, and they're kind of turned into this they're like super cops, they're incredibly militaristic, they beat the shit out of people all the time, and the big problem in future Tokyo, apparently, is this subculture of genetic mutants called engineers. And an engineer is basically a mutant that when this person gets an arm cut off, it instantly grows back, but it turns into like a lethal weapon. So it turns into a chainsaw. Like a guy gets his eye torn out and his eyes turn into gun barrels and he shoots bullets out of his eyes. It's that type of movie. This movie is completely ridiculous, over the top. It's one of the goriest movies I've ever seen, hands down. There's a 5-minute trailer for this film on YouTube that is epic. If you watch that trailer, you're going to get a pretty good idea of whether or not you're going to like this film. A lot of people are not going to like this film. I fucking love this movie. Tokyo Gore Police is the kind of movie that I watch, and I have a blast watching. It's kind of the Asian horror equivalent of shoot 'em up. It is completely ridiculous. The opening sequence of this movie, the girl from Audition, is really badass in this movie. She wields a fucking katana, a samurai sword, and she's just dicing people up left and right. It's awesome. There's some pretty fantastic fight sequences in this film. Also, the fight sequences were done. The fight choreographer for this film is one of the main actors in Versus, which is another pretty much cult classic Asian film. Really great. There are some of the creature effects in this film are fucking crazy. I was going to say stunning, but crazy disturbing. There's a scene in this movie where this guy goes to an engineer sex club, basically, and the creature effects in that sequence are on par in creativity-wise with the monster marketplace, the demon marketplace in Hellboy 2. It's absolutely inspired. This movie's fucked up and disturbing. It has a really great, sick, dark sense of humor that I really liked. There's all these fake ads throughout the film. Apparently in the future, This is so sick, but they're advertising like pink razor blades for like teenage girls who are cutters who, you know, cut themselves for emotional release. But they're like cute and pink, and it's these Japanese girls in a commercial like, we're cute, and they're slicing their wrists. This movie is a really fucked up satire. If you're at all interested in a movie that is completely over the top violent, completely twisted and disturbing on many levels, but also very funny, I highly recommend seeing Tokyo Gore Police. Check out that 5-minute trailer because it'll melt your brain. I'm completely shocked watching this movie. I ate it up. I give Tokyo Gore Police a 4 out of 5 as someone who loves extreme cinema, as someone who loves Japanese horror movies. I can't recommend this movie highly enough. If you guys like this, if you liked this video, I also wrote a review for Tokyo Gore Police. I wrote it with words. It's much more coherent, much better phrase. Head over to nitpicket.com for my full review of that. If you guys like this review, make sure and give me some star ratings. Make sure and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.